paycheck. Ads. Bunch of garbage.
Anything good?
Nope, nothing for me, nothing to see.
Wait, Doom, this is a letter from the courthouse.
Probably just a parking ticket or a speeding ticket or could be that one for indecent exposure.
Whoa, wait a minute, dude. You're being summoned to appear in court on charges of fraud, espionage, and crimes against humanity.
What? Humanity belongs to Doom! It is mine to do with what I wish!
Failure to appear in court could result in the forcible arrest and detainment by federal agents.
They can't do that! What about not Miriam? What about my children? Think of the children, honey!
Maybe we have a better solution for this. Perhaps this cursed disc you brought us can actually help us out. I think I got an idea.
Doom is a lawyer, not a hyper-combo!
I hope this works.
Hold it! No case is too great for Phoenix Wright, Ace Attorney.
Phoenix Wright can easily be considered one of the most unique characters ever in a Capcom fighting game.
I spy contradiction.
Because of this, we're going to take a little bit of a different approach when covering Phoenix Wright. The first thing you're going to notice is that Phoenix does not have good mobility and has a tough time getting around. He has a slow walk speed, a somewhat ineffective wave dash, and normals that leave much to be desired for the average fighter. But that's exactly the point. Phoenix Wright isn't a fighter, he's a lawyer.
It's hard.
What makes Phoenix Wright the most interesting is his 3 different modes that change his abilities and moves. These 3 different modes are Investigation, Trial, and Turnabout mode. Turnabout mode is the special one and can only be activated under certain preconditions. Your goal as Phoenix Wright is to get to Turnabout mode as fast as possible. And how do you do this, you might ask? Well, it's simple. You collect evidence. You'll immediately notice this graphic on Mr. Wright's side of the screen. This represents the evidence you've collected or not collected. To find evidence, you start in Investigation mode. Pressing Attack and Special will fill one of the 3 evidence slots. You'll be filling all 3 of these slots immediately, but you have to get legitimate evidence. Evidence that you can use will be highlighted, and false evidence will be darkened. You can discard the evidence by pressing Attack and Special of that specific slot. Once you have your 3 pieces of legit evidence, you press down with Special to enter Trial mode. Here's where things get interesting. You use the evidence in Trial mode the same way as you picked it up, with Attack and Special. But in this mode, your evidence now has unique properties and moves. Here's a quick rundown of what all the evidence moves do. The paper causes a full screen beam. The vase creates an arcing fireball. The document manifests a fireball that hovers on the screen. The cell phone makes 3 tracking small fireballs. The watch a full-screen large fireball, and the knife projects 3 slow-moving bursts. If you try to use a false piece of evidence in Trial mode, Phoenix will get stuck in position for some time. All pieces of legit evidence in Trial mode can be used as excellent keep-away tools with proper assists. This does make Phoenix Wright effective, but what you want is Turnabout mode. With your 3 pieces of evidence and Trial mode, pressing forward and heavy will execute the special move Questioning, which is Phoenix Wright's trademark objection. Hit your opponent with this objection to enter Turnabout mode, and Mr. Wright becomes one of the best characters in the game. I'll explain why in just a moment, but let's first cover his special moves. Each one of Phoenix Wright's 3 modes have unique special moves. During Investigation mode, Forward and Medium will give you the Slip Up, which is the only way Phoenix can sweep the opponent. Forward and Heavy on the ground and Down and Heavy in the air do Questioning. Hit your opponent 3 times with this attack, and they'll go into a unique Dizzy state. Maya is performed with Quarter Circle Forward and Attack. The light one causes a physical and projectile barrier that's similar to Modoc's to protect Phoenix while he's investigating. The medium has Maya sliding that hits off the ground, and the heavy has the same properties but comes out faster. Phoenix Wright's only hyper in Investigation mode is Steel Samurai Maya Smelting. This move enters frame from Phoenix Wright's position, does decent damage, and lets you follow up for a combo, but you're probably going to want to save that meter for later. During Trial mode, Phoenix gets access to several more unique special moves. Quarter Circle Forward plus Attack does Paperwork High, and Quarter Circle Forward Back plus Attack does Paperwork Low. These are all short-moving projectiles that vary depending on the attack. Press the Witness is done with Shoryuken motion forward plus attack, and is a forward-advancing physical attack that hits several times, which is best used in the middle of combos. And as we mentioned before, forward and heavy on the ground and down and heavy in the air turn the questioning special into the bridge to the Turnabout. Phoenix still gets access to his first hyper in trial mode, but he also gets the ability to use Order in the Court. Order in the Court is a large hitting physical attack that can also be used off the ground. This is perhaps the best level 1 for Phoenix to use at the end of combos to extend damage. Once in Turnabout mode, Phoenix becomes a serious threat. He has access to all of his special moves during this mode, which are amplified with damage and speed. His fierce attack also becomes one of the best moves in the game. Standing heavy, crouching heavy, and jumping heavy all become unique, gigantic physical attacks. Standing heavy does a ridiculous amount of hit and block stun, crouching heavy causes a wall bounce, and jumping heavy does a ground bounce. This move does approximately 130,000 damage on every hit, and can be comboed nearly 6 times. The evidence Phoenix has is also greatly amplified by Turnabout mode. The speed is greater, you can do more damage, and summon them quicker. But perhaps the best aspect of Turnabout mode is the access to Phoenix Wright's level 3, the Ace Attorney. The Ace Attorney is a zero-frame, omnidirectional, full-screen physical attack that does 600,000 points of damage. Putting this into any simple combo in Turnabout mode can easily result in 1.1 to 1.3 million points of health loss for the opponent. Nobody can escape the power of the law. Phoenix Wright's 3 assists are the high version of Paperwork, Press the Witness, and Get a Missile. Get a Missile is my preferred assist as it's a fast-moving attack that travels full screen. But interestingly enough, this isn't actually one of Phoenix Wright's special moves and is an assist-unique attack. Comboing with Phoenix Wright outside of Turnabout mode can be a difficult task because of his minimal range normals. Here's one that uses Order in the Court to end with an off the ground. And here's another using Turnabout mode with access to the Ace Attorney.
Actually committed the crime is you! Alibi, no justice, no treat, no hope! Danger! Time to pay for your crime! Take this! Beautiful! In battle, it's not a question of guilty or not guilty.
Court case number 15-2011. We the people versus Victor Von Doom. How does your client plead? Not guilty!
Your Honor, my client has been the victim of untrue and unfair allegations that not only are false, but also serve as defamation of character.
Then do you have any witnesses of character?
Yes, Your Honor. I have several here to testify.
He stole my girlfriend and put me into a human-sized blender.
Wesker! Doom saw you get eaten by Nemesis! How many times do I have to kill you? What? Doom was curious.
Well, he hasn't actually paid any rent, and I think he still owes me 20 bucks.
This is a conspiracy! Hurry it up already.
Really, Doom? You tried to show X-23 your hidden missile?
What? It's the best assist in the game!
Doom, we need someone who can actually provide positive testimony about your character.
I think I got it. Gentlemen, can we speed this along? I have a lunch date with Miss Walters.
Your Honor, these witnesses do not accurately reflect the kind of world-leading skills my client provides.
Damn straight.
If I may, I'd like to introduce a more well-traveled witness.
Who do you have in mind?
May I present to the court the Iron Fist?
If you're looking for a master of hand-to-hand combat, then look no further than the Iron Fist.
They should call you a zero for hire.
Iron Fist can be one of the most effective characters in the game while on the ground. His dash speed is one of the fastest of the entire cast, and his wave dash will move him nearly full screen in a blink of an eye. Iron Fist can be considered what most call a Rekka character. What it means is that most of his special moves lead into and follow with other special moves. He's allowed to do 3 specials at any given time before starting a new chain. Some of these specials include unique power-ups, causing crumple states, and off-the-ground attacks to follow up for hypers. Iron Fist doesn't do great in the air, which means he'll rely on specific anti-air assists, but once he gets in and starts controlling ground space, his combos do an easy 600 to 700,000 points of damage with many reset options. But he's got a very unique launcher which is different than anyone else's in the game. It will actually not connect with airborne opponents, and you have to hit only grounded opponents with this launcher, just proving the reason that Iron Fist is a ground-based fighter. Iron Fist has a couple specials that are great for extending combos. Pressing back and heavy will give you the dual palm, and forward and heavy the quick kick. You're going to want these specials in nearly every combo as they put you closer to the opponent. Chi is a self-inducing physical power-up that is unique to Iron Fist. The light one buffs attack damage, the medium defense, and the heavy increases meter gain. A lot of the ways Iron Fist can be effective is how you integrate these power-ups into his combos and Rekka specials. Iron Fist's specials have several variations that you can chain into each other 3 times. Get your opponent into a stun state or a hard knockdown and you can repeat the chain again. His first 3 chains are the Lotus Whip, Dragon's Touch, and Surging Fist. Lotus Whip is excellent for starting chains, Dragon's Touch is best put at the end because it causes a crumple state, and Surging Fist is also best put at the end since it causes a hard knockdown. His other 3 chain commands are the Dragon Tail, Crescent Heel, and Twin Snakes. Dragon Tail is also a great combo starter, Crescent Heel is the only move that hits off the ground, and Twin Snakes is best put at the end of a chain or followed into a hyper. Iron Fist also has a couple specials that only work as the 3rd move in the chain, and that's the Wall of Kunlun or the Rising Fang. Both of these moves cause wall bounces and are excellent for extending combos. Iron Fist's 3 hypers are the Iron Rage, the Volcanic Roar,
Spirit of the Dragon.
and his level 3 Dragon's Prey. Iron Rage is a perfect multi-situational hyper at the end of combos. It's very similar to Berserker Barrage X, and benefits from multiple button presses to extend the damage. The Volcanic Roar is an area of effect pillar that summons a dragon. This is Iron Fist's most damaging level 1 hyper and is best put at the end of combos but is difficult to DHC afterwards. The Dragon's Prey is an extremely invincible but slow exiting hyper. It does 400,000 points of unscaled damage and hits around half screen anywhere around Iron Fist. One of the favorite applications of this move is to place it right after a hard knockdown, use his off-the-ground move the Crescent Heel, and then go right into the level 3. Iron Fist's first assist is the Dragon Touch. This assist has extremely limited range, but causes a crumple state which allows you to fully combo after. The second assist is the Crescent Heel, and is very useful because it hits off the ground. The Rising Fang is the third, and is my preferred assist for Iron Fist. It comes out extremely fast, has a bunch of invulnerability, and causes a wall bounce for you to follow up with a combo. It's extremely good. And if Iron Fist tags out while having a Chi power-up, he will retain the power-up as an assist. Comboing with Iron Fist can be a little difficult because it requires you to memorize his chains. Here's one that uses a launcher and then off the ground into a level 1.
Spirit of the Dragon.
And here's another one that uses the level 3 while staying on the ground.
The power of G.
I've forgotten more about fighting than you'll ever know.
Oh, these jokers making a mockery in my courtroom.
Doom, I thought you were gonna have Iron Fist provide some testimony, and not have Max talk about him for 5 minutes straight.
Yeah, my bad. Victor Von Doom, this court finds your actions in violation of our justice system, and your accused crimes as a heinous act of villainy against our nation. Guys, Doom's really in the doghouse on this one. What are we gonna do?
Well, did you have to leave a flaming poop bag in the Richards lawn?
Of course, it's my duty as monarch of that area.
Wait, Doom, did you say monarch?
Duh. If that will be all, I sentence you to 400 years.
Objection! Your Honor, these charges against my client are null and void on principle.
What? On what grounds?
Diplomatic immunity. Dr. Doom is not a citizen of the United States, and furthermore, he is a monarch of a sovereign nation, and as such, he must be absolved of all charges immediately.
Case dismissed!
Wow, he's good.
Yeah, and Doom even likes his haircut. Let's get the hell out of here.
Oh, well, that went better than expected.
Yep, all's well that ends well.
Whoa, what the hell is that? Dear Victor, thanks for the fantastic case. Hope to work with you guys again soon. And here are my attorney fees. Holy goats of Latveria, $52,000!
What? That dirty double-crossing stupid anime haircut son of a... I wonder if he takes bison dollars.